Hi everyone, it's Connor. So I've had this Serene aquarium by Current USA for a year now, and I also redid this Aquascape just about a month ago. So I wanted to do a quick video just giving an update. It's the first time I've done a video like this, so we'll see how it goes and if I continue it in the future. For an overall update on the scape, things are going very well. The plants are doing pretty good. Some Java fern's been dying off. You can see some brown there. But in general, it's been doing pretty good and holding up pretty well. Whenever you get a bunch of plants, you can expect some to die off. But it's doing pretty well. The hornwort, I was actually going to let it fully grow out, but it started to grow kind of weird. You can see it grows sort of uneven. So I have been trimming it down. Some's a little brown that was under and covered. But overall, I think it's doing pretty well. Then the foreground plants, as you can see, they're all doing pretty well. It's mostly Anubias nana. And then some boosts. There's some, especially back there. It was my first time with boosts, so to see it overall doing pretty well, it's pretty good. And it's cool to see another small foreground plant, which I enjoy, that I can use for the future. Now, the reasons I kind of made this scape is mostly a functional reason. Now, my blood parrots, the previous scape I had was an island right in the middle, and it did have caves, but the cave was much smaller than this one. But the blood parrots loved it, and as they were starting to get bigger, they're starting to get cramped in it, especially as both of them kind of teamed up and wanted to be in the cave. So one of the main goals behind this scape was to make a big cave that both my blood parrots could be in, and they seem to absolutely love it. But as well as have a bunch of little caves that they can go in. Like over there, my clown loach is going in, and then we have yo-yo loaches and everything. So lots of hiding spaces. But there's also a big open area for everyone to swim around, especially the angelfish. And the water comes out on this side, so they like this side especially because it's more calm. And then the plant choices, I mainly did a simple plant choice, mostly because I know I was only going to keep the scape for 6 months due to I'm probably moving soon. And I wanted hardy plants that could just attach, so I wanted Java fern, hornwort, and then Anubias in the foreground just because it can attach, because obviously blood parrots can be pretty destructive to plants. A lot of those rocks in there, they weren't in the middle, they've already moved those around. And then as clown loaches get bigger, they like to dig up plants as well. But switching to talk about the aquarium. So yeah, I've got this aquarium about a year ago. I have both the video of me doing my initial scape and me doing a full initial review when I got it about a month after. But a year later, I'm very happy with it. Obviously, it looks amazing. The lights are absolutely great. If you want to see all the different modes the lights can do, I have a video on that as well. But the lights are actually absolutely great. Lots of effects. The backlight's really cool. And you can kind of automate the timer mode too, which is great. It'll turn on automatically on its own. You don't need any special timers for that. So no real issues with the tank. The filter itself, it's basically an off-brand Sun filter. You can see down here, canister filter. It came with it. Came with all the tubings and everything. All the wires and everything it came. I did install a second power strip back there just because I needed it for the air pump and such. But the filter's been great for all the fish I have. It's held up completely fine. I used to have a sponge filter in here, but I had to move it to another tank. But even just with a canister filter for 2 blood parrots that are getting decent size, 2 angelfish, a bunch of clown loaches, a bunch of yo-yo loaches, and the polar parrots, it's completely fine. I have no problem with ammonia or nitrate at all. Recently, I've been doing water changes once a week, about 50%, and that's been plenty to keep the nitrate in check. The only negative things I would say about the tank is that the intake and outtake tubes, they dirty up really quick from algae, and they did come with a tool. I think I have it down here. I have a bunch of stuff, so it's kind of hard to see, but this little metal thing is basically kind of almost like a long, thick pipe cleaner to clean it, but it's actually really a pain to clean it, and it algaes up so quick after that I found it's not even worth it. So I just kind of let it go. It doesn't look too bad. The only thing maybe I do for the future is get like stainless steel intake tubes, just so you couldn't actually see it, and that would improve the look a lot. But other than that, they work great. And then the only other negative thing is the stand, opening and closing it. It's kind of, once you close it, it sort of has now become difficult to open sometimes. So I just kind of keep it open if no one's here. Doesn't really detract from the look too much, and if no one else is looking at it, doesn't really matter. But yeah, the opening and closing doors has kind of come with some problems, but other than that, the stand has been great and I love the look of it. As far as the fish I've been keeping in here, the initial goal with it was actually to keep about 6 angelfish. Those plans have kind of changed. Some of the younger ones I did get did die off, unfortunately. And then the 2 larger angelfish I had, the one ended up being very aggressive. Eventually I had to rehome him. And then I ended up eventually finding someone who wanted the other one. So I sold him for a little bit and made a little money and got rid of him. The other fish that I had in here that I've gotten rid of recently is my rainbow shark. He ended up not getting along too well with the blood parrots. I mean, it wasn't too bad, but they did fight every so often. And overall, you know, that was the only really conflict in the tank. And I found someone who wanted to buy him. So I ended up selling him. The person had a 125-gallon tank too, so he's going to a good home. So I ended up doing that. But now everyone in here gets along super well. I'm happy the clowns and yo-yos get along super well. The yo-yos weren't supposed to initially be in the tank, but the tank I had them in didn't work out, so I put them in here. The angelfish, I got these from Angel Mania. They're both growing up nicely. This Pinoy one, he's supposed to be navy blue. He has a very nice sheen to him, but he hasn't really shown that much blue, but he's starting to, so hopefully it comes out. This blue ghost, though, is turning out to look very nice. You can't really see it right now, but he does have a good, nice amount of blue to him. For the future plans of this tank, it'll probably only be up for another maybe 2 months or so because I am planning to move. And I'm not actually sure if I'm going to keep the tank or not. I'm definitely going to keep the stand, but I might sell the tank. I was going to upgrade this to a 125, the one they have at PetSmart, but they actually recently took it off. They recently stopped selling it, so I'm not actually sure if I'm going to keep this tank or get another 125 or maybe do 90 or something, but I would like to get some more parrots. I find them really fun. So I do kind of want to upgrade, but we'll see what happens with that. I think what I want to do is I really love this functional scape. It really works for the fish I have in this tank. So I kind of want to have this sort of island, but on both sides. So you can imagine a mirror and then open space in the middle. So if you imagine we just kind of mirrored this tank and extended it, if I get a larger tank, that's what I plan to do. Yeah, that's an update on this tank, update on my thoughts on the overall aquarium set that I bought from Current USA. I definitely recommend it, although it is very pricey. So that's the only thing to consider. But anyway, thanks for checking out the video. This has been my first sort of update video. I did this style, kind of vlog style. So if you have any thoughts on it, let me know. And I might end up doing these once a month or so. I'll see how I like it. But if it was your first time here and you want to follow my fish keeping adventure, please give the channel a sub. And likes also help people find this video on my channel as well. So anyway, I'll catch everyone in the next video.